Exhibitors grade Carifesta 15 as a success. The Reggae Super Concert lives up to its billing. And in sports, Barbados cops 2 gold medals on the opening day of Caribbean Junior Road Cycling Championships.
The headline news is brought to you by Carifesta 15. Caribbean Roots, Global Excellence.
Broadcasting from our studios in the Pine St. Michael, this is CBC NewsNight, starting now.
Good evening, I'm Pearson Bowen. Carifesta 15 is entering its grand finale tomorrow, but at the Grand Market today, the buzz was still alive. People continued to flock to that venue for last-minute glimpses of regional culture and the chance to take home a piece of the Caribbean. Exhibitors are calling the experience a resounding success. CBC's Deanza Roberts has more.
From craft to cuisine, art to music, the stalls have been packed with visitors eager to shop and experience the region's best. Exhibitors are smiling too, reporting strong sales and valuable new connections. Osha San says Bahamas has done well because of their unique products.
We have a local Bahamian bear, but we have another spin on it because they come in flavors, mango and guava and lychee, and those were big sellers. We also bought a Bahamian soda called the Gumbay Punch, sold out. Sold out. We never had enough food. Each night, our food booth sold out. So it was a tremendous experience being here.
Melissa Pretty of Aviola Accessories says sales have been good and she has also gained new customers.
And I'm from Jamaica. Also with me today, we're sharing booth. It's Tasha and Tiani Fashions, TNT Fashions. We're both sustainable brands. She does the clothing, I do the jewelry. We always collaborate. So Carifesta is just a great event for us to showcase what we're about, spreading sustainability, sustainable fashion, and I think it's a great platform. Sales has been good. We've garnered so many new customers as well, and they've been asking for us to come back, and we feel good about that.
Rhea Cummins Jordan, a Barbadian designer, says the sales surpass her expectations, but the bigger win is meeting new customers.
Grand Market was amazing for me. It was a lovely, overwhelming response. I was not expecting the amount of love that I got, so I got to meet some of my regional clients and people who would have been familiar with the brand but have never seen it in person. So in all, Carifesta Grand Market was lovely for me.
For Vincent and Marlon Joseph, the festival has proven not just a cultural showcase, but also a business boost.
I think Barbados has done a really good job. When I was here in 2017 for Carifesta, I don't think it was as big. I think it was well promoted because the traffic coming through daily has been impressive. And we have some local products made by Vincentian artisans in the booth, which has sold really well, even in terms of literature. Some books by Zena Lois. I've been joking with her and calling her Zena the bestseller because she has done so well in terms of sales, and it's the similar reports I've been hearing from other Vincentian exhibitors.
And as the countdown to the closing ceremony begins, the energy at the Grand Market shows no sign of slowing. Carifesta 15 wraps up tomorrow, but for many, the memories and opportunities created will last well beyond the festival. Deanza Roberts, CBC News.
And reggae lovers gathered for sweet vibes at the Richard Stout Amphitheatre National Botanical Gardens last night. A massive crowd converged for one of the most highly anticipated events on the agenda, the Reggae Super Concert. Anesta Henry and cameraman Chris Wood were there.
It was all about sweet vibes as some of reggae's biggest voices lit the Carifesta 15 Super Concert stage. The infectious offbeat rhythms, the prominent melodic bass lines, and the distinct skank guitar sound evoked an energetic yet laid-back atmosphere. The rhythms and beats made it difficult for hundreds to resist rubber-dub dancing to socially conscious lyrics that convey messages of unity and Rastafarianism, among others. The warm lighting at the Richard Stout Amphitheatre created the perfect atmosphere for the dancers' flowing movements. The royal family of reggae, the Grammy-winning Jamaican band Morgan Heritage, brought its usual electrifying live performance with its blend of reggae and other music genres. Voices in the audience were harmonizing as they sung along to the band's popular songs such as Tell Me How Come, Don't Happy Dread, Down by the River, She's Been Loving Me, and Your Best Friend, among other popular tunes. Jamaica's Tanya Stevens, who emerged as a reggae artist in the late 90s, known for her witty and edgy lyrics, delivered some of her popular hits, including You're Not Ready for This Yet, It's a Pity, These Streets, and Big Ninja Bike. Even with his right hand bandaged and in a sling as a result of being involved in a serious motor vehicle accident in Jamaica recently, leading voice in contemporary roots reggae, Jesse Royal, was still able to deliver his reggae beats such as Modern Day Judas and Ooh La La. And the crowd was loving Jamaica's Warrior King's Virtuous Woman. Barbadian Buggy Nakente was in full form as he performed his hits, including his popular selection, Just a Man. As the bands transitioned on stage, DJs, including Lil Rick, kept the audience moving with a wide selection of reggae hits. Members of the audience said they were enjoying the vibes.
The reggae show is on, is lit. Really love what it has done. The people come out, the people are supporting culture, supporting Carifesta, and I really love how Barbados have just taken the Carifesta and culture all together. And, you know, bringing all of the different countries together, it shows that we as a country can reunite around our Caribbean family. So this is awesome. I love every moment of it.
I'm having a good time here at the Reggae Night. You know, Carifesta has been amazing, bringing people from all across the diaspora to Barbados, from Africa, from Trinidad to Tobago, Dominica. It's an amazing time. Carifesta is not just for us, but it's for all of we, and I love it.
The show has really been a great one so far. I'm really looking forward to Morgan Heritage, who just entered the set. I like the variety, the fact that we had acts from across the Caribbean, and you still had that vintage reggae being played as well by the DJs. So I think it's a really great vibe, a really great Caribbean vibe to see people that you know already from Barbados, and then people from across the Caribbean just vibing, just connecting. I think Carifesta has been phenomenal.
Tonight, the last super concert, Vintage Kaiso, will be held at the National Botanical Gardens. Onesta Henry, CBC News.
Well, that was last night, but today the city came alive with Carifesta 15 Eclipse Street Theatre. It started at the Jubilee Gardens with a theatrical presentation and then went through the streets of Bridgetown. The colourful spectacle of mischief, magic and masquerade featured representatives from various islands wearing their most vibrant national costumes. Shoppers lined the streets to watch the spectacle, which also included drummers, dancers, traditional folklore characters from across the region, members of the Barbados Landship and other organizations. The cultural explosion then ended at Queen's Park. Motorists will now have 3 more months to get their vehicles compliant with new tint regulations. The new regulations were scheduled to take effect from September the 1st. In a statement, the Ministry of Transport and Works said that following a cabinet meeting on Thursday, they agreed to a moratorium as well as approved a relaxation of some stipulations of the law. They also determined since some motorists have been unable to comply with the deadline owing to the inability of tint installers to meet the heavy demand, enforcement should be further deferred in order to give motorists additional time to become compliant. In addition, there has been an amendment to the road traffic regulations by changing the visible light transmission of the rear windscreen from 70% to 20%. The legislation also allows for a margin of error of 3% points in a tint test. Public service vehicles such as route taxis and minibuses will be subject to the same tint regulations as other motor vehicles. People with medical conditions who have applied for exemptions from compliance will be required to provide a letter from a specialist medical doctor. Creating opportunities and exposure for creatives, that's one of the main purposes of AnimeCon. The 2-day event, in its 13th edition, has showcased a new initiative this year with the creation of a movie. Our reporter Akeem Klinkett tells us more.
Executive Director of AnimeCon, Omar Kennedy, stated the event continues to give exposure in the form of scholarships and job opportunities. He says with the opportunities, it has led to the creation of a movie named The Silence After. Kennedy believes that AnimeCon will remain a stomping ground for creatives of Barbados to explore opportunities while being given ideas about possible career paths that they would not have had access to in the past.
When we have persons who are then here to help develop the industries, we can then help our people to grow, through networking. There are people who have got international contracts through AnimeCon, and that's the sort of thing we will do to help build the community and help us to grow. Case in point, what's also happened, AnimeCon is actually launching its first film, The Silence After. That will be on a few streaming platforms starting October. The director is Dr. Miller. Lots of things are happening. So, you're going to see some big things happening with AnimeCon over the next few months and years.
One creative, Christopher Cox, who recently finished his bachelor's in fine art at the Barbados Community College, says it has been refreshing to know he was able to learn and still do something he loves.
I found the course was very helpful in, getting you the understanding, the basics, and then getting you into a certain mindset and workflow that you can be self-dependent. Because that's very important for creatives to be self-reliant, right? So I feel like the course was very good for that. But this is across Barbados. I fear that there weren't enough resources. But that goes for all these schools in Barbados, honestly. I'm sure everybody could kind of account for that. But definitely the course of what we had, I think we did very well.
One company at the event is allowing Barbadians to test video games. Test Tropic Limited has tested popular video games like Battlefield 6 and Madden Mobile. Team lead at the company, Joshua Ford, says it has allowed them to feel important while testing games they would have played while growing up. He notes the company allows not only for testing, but the opportunity to learn and develop games themselves.
You've encountered a bug before. Most people don't really know about reporting bugs. So I would say just getting a habit of finding what a bug is, understanding what a bug is, probably just trying to report bugs to the developers yourself. That's good practice, because at our company, you don't really need training or experience. We take you as you are. We'll train you, we'll guide you, and yeah, it's a good career path to go on to, because you don't even need to stay in QA. A lot of people start in QA, they move on to being game developers themselves, whether it be level design, audio design, art. So it's a quite branching net, but QA is a good place to start.
AnimeCon finishes tomorrow at the Wilde Gymnasium. Akeem Klinkett, CBC News.
A Christchurch man charged with the murder of his brother has been remanded to the Barbados Prison Service Dodds. He is 21-year-old Rio Aaron Ford, who was not required to plead to the capital offence of murdering Ewing Ford on August 19th. Rico appeared before Magistrate Angela Knight in the District C Magistrates Court yesterday. He is scheduled to appear in the District B Court on the 23rd of September, where the matter was transferred. To sports now, Barbados captured 2 gold medals on the opening day of the Caribbean Junior Road Cycling Championships. Competing at home, Barbadians Alexis Lashley and Jonah Kelly secured the juvenile female and male time trial titles respectively. Anmar Goodrich-Boyce reports now on the juvenile female event.
Some of the best junior riders from around the region rose early on Saturday morning as the 2-day Caribbean Cycling Championships got started here in Barbados. Not the most ideal conditions, a bit windy, but nevertheless, the competitors got down to business and it was competitive. The juvenile female category was a 2-lap race, 11.4 kilometers, starting and finishing on the Tom Adams section of the ABC Highway, looping at the Edwy Talma roundabout, heading to the Garfield Sobers roundabout, and looping back to the start. 6 competitors in action, but when all was said and done, third place went to Trinidad and Tobago's Shamika Hoyt, 20 minutes, 50.30 seconds. Her teammate Keely Young captured the silver in 19 minutes, 24.50. And the gold medal went to hometown girl. Familiar territory brought success for Alexis Lashley. She won in 18 minutes, 38.99. In the junior female category, it was this young lady who reigned supreme. Charlotte Militant of Bermuda, the champion, in 17 minutes, 45.28. Daily Arena was second, 18 minutes, 57.61, while bronze went to Sky Ferguson, 19 minutes, 55.05. And Mark Goodrich Boyce, CBC Sports.
And that's our time tonight. Thank you for yours. I'm Pearson Bowen. For the crew, to all of you, good night. Continue to enjoy your weekend.